Joining us right now to talk about what's ahead for big box retailer Target amid plummeting sales and sluggish shares and sluggish sales. I can't say that. Amid plummeting shares and sluggish sales.
That's hard. That's a good one.
CNBC.com reporter Melissa Repko is here. Her latest piece on CNBC.com is titled "Lost Their Identity: Why Target is Struggling to Win Over Shoppers and Investors." Melissa, welcome.
Thanks for having me. It's a really complicated time for Target because it's facing a whole host of challenges, and that really came through in my interviews with customers, former employees, and suppliers, that the company is not only facing things like backlash to its DEI decisions, but also and stiffer competition from Walmart, but also it's facing a lot of challenges with a lot of the traits that it was once known for. So a lot of the customers and former employees talked about sloppier stores, employees that seemed distracted, and just not the same eye-catching merchandise that Target was once known for, kind of losing some of that cheap chic element, especially with higher prices now that they're seeing on shelves.
How many customers did you talk to? How many suppliers?
You know, I talked to a handful of each, and I tried to get a representative sample from across the country. And one of the things that really jumped out to me is they talked about Target as almost like an old friend that they missed that wasn't the same as it was before. So the things that they mentioned that were really common across the board and across the country were out of stocks, that they would go for national items like laundry detergent or shampoo, and they just wouldn't find them. And those are the kind of commodity items that they can easily get at Walmart or Target instead. Walmart or Amazon instead of Target.
And what do the numbers show, like definitive data on
Yes.
this?
So if you look at the most recent quarter from Target, both its traffic and its average ticket decline. But for the past 4 years, Target has had stagnating annual sales. So really since the pandemic, when it saw a huge surge in sales, 15 billion in sales increases, it has struggled to really keep that momentum going and has faced a whole host of issues, mostly supply chain related, as it's struggled to kind of keep up with a lot of its competitors. And I looked at market research data from Indigari that showed that a lot of those customers are going to Walmart instead. So the ones that leave Target are going to Walmart for their next 3 purchases. Those are people who might be going to Walmart because they're finding better prices, a better experience, or better online speeds.
How do you break down which of those factors is the most important? Is there data that kind of narrows in on that?
You know, it's complicated because it's really kind of been a whack-a-mole of issues for Target, and I think that's why it's been trying to get its arms around how to fix the problem, and that will be what the successor of Brian Cornell will face in the coming year.
What about the successor to Brian?
So that is the big question here, Joe, because 3 years ago, Target announced that Brian had gotten a 3-year contract extension. That contract should end this fall. So a lot of investors are also waiting. What is the new playbook for Target? What is their plan to get back from growth to back to growth? And most recently, they had announced a enterprise acceleration office back in May, and they are leading that with the chief operating officer, Michael Fidelki, who could be the successor to Brian.
So are there rumblings, murmurings? I mean, with the stock price.
The rumblings are really, will they go inside or outside with the candidate? And
so
I think that will be
Brian. It's not going to be Brian.
Well, Brian's 66, and he got that 3-year contract extension.
He's still very young. He's still very young.
But he's widely expected to be winding down his time at Target.
Extremely young, youthful, a baby.
But Target is expecting a change, so I think there's a lot of anticipation of what that new plan will be to get that company back to growth.